Girl, the way Phylicia Rashad tried to backtrack, we saw that coming.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the King of Reeds video. And girl, let's talk about Diddy and their roaches. Girl, we got so much to talk about in this King of Reeds video, girl. I hope y'all are enjoying y'all week. I hope y'all had a happy oppression day, okay? I hope y'all cooked and did whatever y'all need to do. Y'all got y'all rest, did whatever. For those who didn't or who made some money on this holiday pay, get it like you live it, period, poo. I am in, some interesting spirits. I'm just glad to be with you all and talk to y'all, girl. Putting out content this week. We are starting. I think this is my first video for this month on YouTube. I appreciate everybody who's rocking with me in June. I appreciate y'all. But girl, we got a couple of things to talk about. Girl, y'all tried to kill my girl Safaree, girl. Y'all tried to say that she was dead. We got Diddy on Instagram talking about some one day he was asleep when he was young and he woke up with 15 roaches in his face. He decided to get it and be a capitalist. We love to see it. We got this white news, well, this is not a news reporter. It's giving, what kind of reporter she would be? She would be an ESPN reporter who's saying that this black woman, this black reporter only got it because she's black. Look who's leaving, all the black people. Not really surprised, girl. Like, sis was caught on tape basically saying that, agreeing with a colleague who said, like, they're tired of Black Lives Matter and Me Too. Like, girl, and wasn't this the same homegirl who used to work for LeBron James? Interesting. And we got this whole mess with Mena. Girl, let that man go quickly. Let that man go. And Nick Cannon had another baby. I mean, how many times I'm gonna do a video on Nick Cannon had another baby? So much to talk about. Before we get into all of this, let's go ahead and get into this mental health check-in. Now, this mental health check-in, I'm giving y'all very, very good vibes and all of this. But today was a very hard day for me. Yesterday was a very hard day as well. And I'm getting a little bit of some goosebumps talking about this. Like, it's just like, this person meant so much to me online, and just hearing about her passing, Ayeshia Faines, had me like really, really down. This woman, this icon, this legend, this, like, all of the things. I used to call her Queen Aisha. Unfortunately, she passed this weekend. And I'm asking everybody to be respectful and, do not comment on the grapevine and do not comment and like ask what happened and whatever. Like, just know, that she passed. And if the family doesn't want to talk about that or whatever, like, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to ask. We're just going to be respectful of them because this is very hard. Like, I know the grapevine is over there, like, mourning an icon on their show. Like, Aisha was that girl and she still is that girl because her videos will continue to educate black folks around the world, including myself, because I learned so much from this woman. I've learned so much from her, and I was just, I'm just so lucky to be able to be in her presence just once. But I felt like it was amazing. I met her, I think it was in 2018 on the first time I recorded for the Grapevine. It was me and Adrian at the time. We went and it was 2018 and Aisha was there and she was giving all of the things. So beautiful, just like loving energy. I love to hear her talk. Oh my gosh. So, so my heart is with the Grapevine family. Everybody over there at the Grapevine, shout out to y'all. My heart goes out to you all. And also the family of Ayeshia Faines. Like, she was, she had a family. And I just so grateful to be a part of, the stuff that she was doing, the work that she was putting out, and some of the video content. We've done a couple. I did probably 1 or 2 episodes with her, probably 3 episodes with her on the Grapevine. And it's just amazing. So I was very, very devastated and just in my feelings after that. And I just want to just use this moment to just, to uplift her and to continue to just like support her family and her, like, all her friends and everybody at the Grapevine. So I appreciate you all and I appreciate her for like being in my life. So I just wanted to get that out there. I know I gave y'all some sad stuff, but I wanted to go ahead and put it out because it was on my heart heavy. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know how we get it over here. We have our real moments. We have our all these moments. So I appreciate y'all. So we got to talk about some of the stuff that happened this week. Girl, like, y'all, like the girls was really dragging Sha'Carri for I was so confused what was going on. Like, I was so confused of what the issue, like, it was like 2 tweets and my girl, Miss Kami, she was like, girl, there's 2 topics I'm tired of hearing about. And it was Sha'Carri, I think it's Sha'Carri, I hope I pronounced it correctly. But sis, unfortunately, you know, when they did the drug test, they found out that she had THC in her system, so they suspended her. And I'm looking at the latest news now, and this is from CNN. It said, though her suspension ends before a relay event, Sha'Carri Richardson left off the U.S. Olympic track team. U.S. star sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson was left off the roster for this U.S. track and field team that will compete at the Olympics in Tokyo, according to the team list released Tuesday by USA Track and Field. Richardson has secured her spot at the Tokyo Olympics with a runaway victory in women's 100 meters at the U.S. Olympic track field trials last month, but she was suspended 1 month from the Olympic team after testing positive for THC. Now, Sha'Carri has been through a lot. She lost her biological mother. She's been thrusted into the spotlight. She's being thrusted and thrown into the spotlight. And, you know, there was a couple of tweets of her, apparently, like, she was saying some, you know, alleged homophobic stuff, and she said something about Lil Nas X because she didn't like his music video because of, you know, Christianity, whatever. And, like, people were just ready to discard her, and I'm just like, I'm not. This girl is, how old is she? Like she's in her early 20s. I'm not interested in throwing away a young queer woman like that. I'm just not, like, I'm not justifying and saying it's okay to have problematic tweets, especially stuff like that, but a lot of us dealt with internalized homophobia. A lot of us, because we live in a world that is violently homophobic. So it's not unheard to, like, a person who is queer, who identifies as lesbian or whatever, you know, was dealing with her own thing. Like, I'm not going to throw her away. And she's just a regular person. She's just a regular person being thrown into the spotlight, and now everybody's just tearing her apart. And it was just so much, and people just saying, well, you know, rules are rules. And I was like, y'all are the police. Y'all are the police. Anybody who's saying rules are rules, you are the police. What does that mean when we say that the rules are rules? Who made these rules and what reason? First and foremost, the Olympics have always been racist, period. So we shouldn't even be supported to begin with. So I'm not really surprised. I'm not really surprised that this happened and like, girl, like, so what? She smoked weed. Everybody is smoking weed. Girl, I smoked some this weekend. Just a little bit, because I can't smoke too much. But it's just like, I'm not going to start, like, the way, the rules are rules. These are the same things that like police officers be using when you're doing 5 miles over in a 55. And it be causing the death of black and brown folks for a simple taillight or a tag being out. Like, rules are rules. And who made these rules and who are benefiting from these rules being in place? Like, it's 2021, we still talking about folks like THC. Even Clarence Thompson came out and said, hey girl, the US government, federal government need to do something and figure out what they're gonna do about, like, marijuana, because it's like, girl, we need to have one law and call it. Like, the federal government, you go ahead. Like, Jesus Christ. THC? With us surviving in this capitalist society and dealing with all the anti-black stuff, every black person should be able to get a supply for 30 days, period. Y'all should be refilling. That should be a part of reparations. Because y'all ain't giving us enough money to survive and get back. Because if we was to get back reparations, the United States wouldn't exist. We would be taking everything out of here, girl, and be taking everything else everywhere, because we built this whole world. Y'all built this whole world on the backs of enslaved labor. Period. Are y'all serious right now? So And the US has a long history of locking up black folks for THC, for weed. And now you got all these white folks out here selling and like open up dispensaries, making bukus of money. And then to hear black folks talk about some rules, are you kidding me? Y'all are the police. Y'all are not as progressive as y'all think y'all are. Y'all are no better than these folks who say, girl, we will still be at brunch had Hillary Clinton been elected. Like, y'all are not progressive as y'all think y'all are. Y'all are not challenging. Y'all not questioning stuff. Y'all are okay with the status quo. And y'all have got to go. Y'all have got to go. I don't want to, like, I don't understand that. Like, it's just, like, I don't get that. I don't get that. I really don't, like, ooh, girl. So it's just like, I support her. I'm 100% like, I like the girl. Yes, she said some stuff on Twitter. Yes, she should respond to it. Yes, she should own it. But I'm giving sis some grace because I know everybody else ain't. I'm gonna give her some grace. I'm gonna give her a little time. I'm gonna give her something because, like, she's been thrusted into the spotlight. Sis is dealing with a lot of things, and she's owned up to some of it. Like, girl, give her a break. Give her a piece of Kit Kat bar. Period. And Nike didn't drop her off for nothing because Nike know, girl, if they would have got ate up. Period. So I'm not sure what's going to happen at this time. I don't think she's going to be playing. I think she kind of like just said, girl, I'm good. I'm trying to like see and figure out what happened. I think sis is just like, girl, I don't want to be a part of this. So let me find the story real quick. So yeah, apparently she won't run at the Tokyo Olympics. You know, that's final word. So like, it's messed up. I give sis, it was good. She was the best. She was doing it, and she was doing it big. So girl, maybe, you know, we'll see her. We won't see the last of Miss Richardson. We won't see the last, and I wish her everything that she deserves. So let's move on and talk about something else. Let's talk about, girl, what is going on with Erica, Mena, and Safaree? Somebody please help me. Somebody explain to me what's going on with Erica, Mena, and Safaree. Because I thought y'all was gone. Y'all was like, you sent him on to pasture. If he is laying up with another woman or doing something, why does it matter, Erica, Mena? But you know what? It matters because all this shit is a sham. Y'all doing all this for a Mona Scott Young production. Mena and Momo, or whoever she wants to call herself, girl. This is giving very, very much Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta just came back. I ain't watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta at all, girl. It's giving no, bitch, I ain't watching. But some people said that the episode was pretty good last night, but I'm just not interested in Love and Hip Hop. All that stuff is a shame. All that stuff is realistic. I mean, Erica, Mena, she in Atlanta, she in Miami, Safaree, Atlanta, Miami, Hollywood, New York. It's just like, girl, these folks on payroll 24/7. They got to, because Mona be paying them folks pennies. They be giving them pennies on the dollar to that, and I really hate that for them. But apparently then, what's her name? One of her friends, Erica Mena's friends, then went trying to jump on the girl that Safaree's allegedly laying up with. Girl, this is giving drama for Love and Hip Hop, and I don't even want to talk about it. So I said, girl, you ain't gonna talk about this pop culture? No, that's not, girl. That's D-list celebrity drama that's gonna be played out on Love and Hip Hop a year from now, or a couple of months from now. I am good. When I go through everybody's hood, my body is good, or whatever Nikki has said. Bye. Now, what makes this even more funny is, girl, her and Lil Duval got into it, and it's just like, what Lil Duval was said was like trash when he brought up the postmortem depression situation. But it's just like, girl, leave that woman alone. Like, Lil Duval, like, I'm not a fan of Lil Duval at all. It's not even really funny, but Lil Duval, he was like basically asking her. So Lil Duval was basically asking her, like, girl, did you leave this man? Like, what's he giving? Like, why are you so interested in what he doing? And the reason why this is like, everything about this just smells like Love and Hip Hop. It smells like another scheme that Mona came up to go to VH1 with the bullshit. And it's just like, I don't want no bullshit on my screen today, Candy. I don't want it up. I don't want it today. I just can't. I don't see how y'all watching this. Like, this show been on 15 years. 15, 20. Damn. I cannot watch another Love and Hip Hop to save my life. It's just not gonna give that. It's just not gonna give that. But the girls is going up for Miss whatever. But it's gonna be a no for me. Y'all tell me y'all watching the girl. Like I'm just not. I don't really care about Erica Mena and her friend jumping it. Like girl, it's just all of it. It's just. I want to give it time. Maybe if it's not gonna be on Love and Hip Hop, then I'll talk about it then. Until next time, boop boop. I will duck your ass out. So let's talk about y'all girl, Phylicia Rashad, girl. She basically like penned a little louder and just said, hey sis, you know what I said? You know, I wasn't trying to, you know, I wasn't trying to, you know, disappoint the victims or like offend them, but you know, I just, you know, da 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 da. And was trying to, a lot of folks were trying to explain that what was done to Bill Cosby was not justice or whatever. Like they used his disposition, which was told to him that it wouldn't be used against him. And it's just like, girl, like, I don't understand why these celebrities had to come out and say anything about Bill Cosby, period. I don't understand why Phylicia Rashad had to say anything. I'm not sure why Ice-T had to come out here and say anything. I'm just not sure why do y'all need to come out. This man clearly said that. He clearly said it, you know, like he admitted to doing this stuff. So it's just like, why are we out here supporting an abuser who also doesn't care about the lives of black folks? Like this man literally was doing comedy skits and talking about black folks being shot in the streets for like having pound cake, stealing pound cake, or doing all that. Like this man was out here like saying that black boys, black kids are responsible for their own deaths because their names are Sha'Carri or something like that. Like that, Bill Cosby is anti-black. And to quote my girl, Latasha, Just Tasha, girl, like, she didn't, I remember she was on the Grapevine, she told us, y'all need to leave this fictional daddy alone. Bill Cosby, leave him alone. And I'm just like, I want them to too, because they is holding on to this man, and he wouldn't be holding on to you if you was breathing your last breath after a police officer took it. And that police officer might have been Tabitha Brown's husband. Like, bad Leroy Brown. Like, girl, I'm all over the place today, but it's just like, girl, like, stop. Like, Bill Cosby don't care about y'all. A lot of y'all was defending Bill Cosby. He wouldn't have gave y'all the shirt off his back. He would have gave y'all nothing. So, girl, that man, I don't know. So why y'all holding on to this man? Let go and let God be great quickly, period. So, moving on, let's talk about some other stuff, girl. It's a lot going on. So, Diddy did a video. Well, he didn't do no video. So, Diddy did a post on Instagram, and he is getting clowned for it. He just said, sis, I was in the trenches, honey. I was dealing with some stuff. Like, girl, like, what did he say? Well, it was a video. I knew it was a video. One day when I was growing up, I woke up and there were 15 roaches on my face. At the moment, I said, hell no, I refuse to live like this. Work hard and believe your crazy dreams and never settle. Woo! I wish it was that easy. I wish, you know what? I am so tired of the black bourgeois rich celebrities like Diddy, Oprah, who are telling us just believe, like wish upon the star, or where you want, it's a billionaire bow. Like, it's giving, girl, I gave y'all the vocal with that, but it's like, y'all literally guillotine, he need a guillotine right now for wherever he's standing at. Just, these folks seem to think if you say it like you mean it, you wanna feel it, how you doing, you can be rich. It does not work like that. It don't work like that, girl. I can wish upon a star. I can, like all of these things, I can manifest. I can eat keto, grits, eggs, bacon, ham, sausage. I can do all the things. Capitalism does not work like that. It does not. There always has to be someone at the bottom to be exploited for the other folks to make money. That is just how capitalism works. If everybody's paid a fair wage, there wouldn't be an excess of wealth to one person. If everybody was out here getting paid the same, there wouldn't be no CEO getting paid $3 billion versus a janitor getting paid above minimum wage. Like, come on now, y'all. And it's just like, if folks like Diddy, they do these things, and this is black, and Diddy literally is the cockroach. You are the cockroach, my brother. You will literally be the cockroach. You have been the cockroach. Like, Diddy is trying to clean up his image, and it's just, I refuse. I refuse. Shoot. That's why I don't know why that, what's his name, the Duracell boy took a picture with him. Girl, stay away from that man before he sucked the life out of you. Girl, I had a comment for that, but I'm gonna be respectful. Stay away from that man. That man literally has messed over so many artists, so many people. Stay far away from Diddy. Like, Diddy is a cockroach. You a hissing cockroach. A hissing ass cockroach. And you out here to myself, live your dreams. Nigga, you are the killer of dreams. You live in the shadow realm, taking everybody's dreams and exploiting it to make money. You ain't no girl. She out here talking like she Mr. Fix It. Bitch, you not even Bob the Builder. You Bob the destroyer of worlds and dreams. Diddy, please. Somebody say it like you mean and you leave. Girl, so you can go suck it and take the idea and make money off of it? Girl, go sit down, please. So, girl, to get some other news, girl, Safaree from Flavor of Love and also Charm School, girl, somebody hacked her Instagram account and it made it seem like she was dead. It was really not funny. Y'all are out here sick. Y'all are sick boots. Y'all are sick. I don't know why Safaree of all people, why y'all do that to a woman? So that happened, girl. What else was going on? But this stuff with Lil Uzi, his ex has accused him of abuse. And girl, I want JT to leave him. And I just want JT, because really their relationship it's not realistic. It's not real. It's giving Moneybagg Yo and Megan Thee Stallion all over again. I don't believe that Lil Uzi likes dark-skinned girls, let alone black girls. Like, Lil Uzi is dating light-skinned, non-black women, and light-skinned, and ambiguously looking black. Like, girl, it's giving white women, like, girl, and this story. And Lil Uzi has been accused of hitting and pointing a gun at his ex-girlfriend, Britney Byrd. TMZ reports that Byrd filed a police report that following the incident on Friday, Byrd was reported dining with rapper St. John at West Hollywood's Dialogue Cafe. Girl, I hope I said that right. When Uzi arrived and confronted JHN, alleged flashing his gun in the process and causing bystanders to flee. Byrd then approached Uzi when he alleged put a gun to her stomach and then struck her. Britney Byrd's manager spoke to the Shade Room. Her details differing slightly from those reported by TMZ, alleging that JHN was not involved in the altercation and that Uzi pulled up to the cafe and confronted Byrd, punching her in the face multiple times and pointing a gun at her chest before fleeing. She also states that Byrd was hospitalized following the altercation. I'm not surprised. And you know what? I don't even know. I want to know. I want to know how old. What's the girl name? Britney Byrd. If I pull her up and she light skinned and she white, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. What does she look like? Pull her up. Oh, so shocking. She's light skinned. Not really surprised. When she light skinned in this picture, she looked light skinned to me. And JT and Uzi are not in no relationship, child. It's not. They are best friends. And y'all are not fooling me, girl. Y'all not fooling me. That man is not in love with her like that. He loves her as a friend. And I wouldn't be surprised if Uzi was doing this, if this was some real stuff. Like, I don't. Like, it's just like these folks, when I tell you these male rappers, these black male rappers, y'all got some issues. Y'all need some damn therapy. Y'all need some damn therapy. Y'all need some therapy. Y'all need to be, I don't know what's going on. Y'all need some real therapy. No more fix your life. You need some real therapy, and you need to consent to it. So I don't know how you're gonna do that, but figure out how you're gonna do that, period. What else I wanted to talk about really quickly? Rachel Nicole, girl, I want to talk about that because I brought it up in a video. Rachel Nichols' show, The Jump, replaced on ESPN Tuesday schedule just hours before starting NBA finals. So Rachel Nichols, girl, she got caught with a hot mic talking about you know, how she believed her Maria Taylor, another reporter for ESPN, was given a job because she was black. And she was like, girl, y'all trying to, ESPN trying to do this diversity stuff. Girl, like, and girl, Rachel, you're not even a good reporter from what the girls are saying, girl. Like, you ain't that talented. You not that girl. And then she was on a hot mic talking to what it seems to be another white man who was kind of saying he was tired of the Me Too movement and Black Lives Matter. Like, they said they were like both agreeing how tired they were of these things. Girl, shocking but not surprised, because these folks are going white people going white people, and that's just unfortunate. But I've learned to not be shocked that it's happening. But I'm glad that, you know, they said folks at ESPN knew about this tape. They said, girl, we knew about this tape, honey. So it's finally came out, and girl, the girls are dragging it. Girl. Rachel Nichols said Maria Taylor earned the job to host 2020 NBA Final coverage because ESPN was feeling pressure under diversity. Girl. Whoo. I wanna be your whole bunch of mess, girl. Y'all go listen to it, tell what y'all think about it. Honey, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video and shout out to Nicole Hannah, who said, girl, I don't want y'all tenure. I'm going to Howard University, period. Y'all heard the story about Nicole Hannah, who was denied tenure, who was deserving of it at university. I think it was, what was the name of it? She declined her tenure at UNC. And she said, girl, I'm going to Howard University, period. Like, they finally gave her what she was deserved, and she said, thanks but no thanks. I'm going to Howard University, period. She took her talents. And this was all happening because of the 1619 project, and it was just a big thing. Hannah Jones told King that it was a tough decision to decline the UNC position, but after months of a 10-year battle that she never wanted to become a public scandal, the creator of the 1619 project said it was hard not to see what she had gone through as political, period. It's pretty clear my tenure was not taken up because of political opposition, because of discriminatory views against my viewpoint. I believe my race and gender, she told King. Hannah Jones earned a master's degree at UNC's journalism school, and this year she was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. In a separate statement released after CBS interview, Hannah Jones said she had loved UNC since she was a child, and coming back to school would have been like a homecoming. Yet no one at UNC ever explained to her why the tenure vote did not occur in November or January. The university's leadership continues to be dishonest about what happened and patently refuses to acknowledge the truth to other any explanation to own what they did and what they tried to do. Once again, when leadership had the opportunity to stand up, it did not. And now she made a decision, period. That's all I'm got for y'all. I love y'all so much. Check out my other videos, girl. If you're a patron, go ahead, because we got some content, girl. We got some content over there at Patreon, girl. I'm doing this thing called Tinder Chronicles. We'll talk about my experience while dating and all of that on Tinder, girl. It is some good-ish. Go on to Patreon. I love y'all so much. Until next time, I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye.